If you want to sell your first $10,000 on Etsy in 1 month, then right now is the perfect time to be preparing and posting listings for the upcoming holiday season. That is some of the most profitable time of the whole year to be selling on Etsy. And that upcoming holiday that can make you your very first $10,000 month, like it did for me, is Halloween. And don't feel like you have to be a super seasoned seller to get a ton of sales for Halloween. Like this listing on Etsy, I'm using my Evergreen Chrome extension, is only 1 month old and has sold 64 times already. And this is just an iced coffee plus Halloween niched item. This fall themed sweatshirt is 1 month old as well and has already sold 115 times. And this Halloween themed sweatshirt has already sold 124 times in its first month. But if you make generic Halloween designs like this, then you're not likely to see that $10,000 Etsy month. You can buy generic designs like that at Target or Walmart. People really come to Etsy for really unique items. And so it's really important to learn how to niche down or sub-niche, which just means that you're getting more specific. So instead of making a happy Halloween shirt, you'd make a Halloween themed teacher shirt or a Halloween themed dentist shirt. There's so many niches you can combine with Halloween. And so in this video today, I will share the top 10 that I think you should be designing for this Halloween season. And I have a guest speaker to join me today to make this video even more amazing, and that is Juna from Detour Shirts. He has an amazing YouTube channel and he's super well known for having great design tutorials. And then we're also going to release a video today as well on his channel where we actually made 2 designs each for one of the niches that we'll show you in this video, to show you how it can all come together in the types of designs that we'll be making for this Halloween season. So I'll link that video for Juna's down below, as well as his channel, so you can check his channel out and subscribe. So starting with my first profitable niche, I'll share 5 and Juna's going to share 5. My first one I want to share is Monochrome Halloween. So this is really kind of more of an aesthetic, which I get is not necessarily a sub niche. And so I kind of rolled 2 into 1. So I'm sharing monochrome and also showing you professions, because professions mixed with Halloween is really huge as well. So I kind of mixed those 2 together here for a good example. And so you do the same color as the garment that it's on, but a little bit darker or a little bit lighter. I've been seeing this all over Etsy this year and last year with like blues and pinks. And then this year on TikTok specifically, I've been seeing a lot of monochrome Halloween. And I think that's going to be a really big trend this year. And so for any niche that you're designing for, I definitely would give the monochrome style a try and see if it makes you some extra sales this year.
This is really cool. I didn't know about this trend, so I'm glad I got to be on this video, because this is really cool and it looks really clean. And I see why it's trending, because it's simple to do for us, but then when people buy it, I think it really stands out too. It has that nice, not so much contrast, but it's nice, you know, a look. So I love it.
Yeah, just a little bit more subtle.
All right, so this is mine. Simple Halloween costumes. I do a lot of these, and these are very profitable for me. The thing that you have to think about, though, is to do something that's not already there. So I put these, and these are already there. So don't do these. But the reasons why I put these is because a lot of these can be grouped Halloween costumes. So you can notice the king of spades, you could do a king of hearts, king of diamonds, queen of hearts, like you could have the whole set, right, of people. And so when people want to buy family costumes or go to a Halloween party with their friends, they want to dress the same, and you typically get more sales because they're buying a group of t-shirts. So make these in groups. So for the egg, bacon, waffles, like think of those kinds of things, right? So there's lots and lots and lots. I'm not going to go by, but you do your research and think about grouped Halloween costumes.
Yeah, I have definitely had my fair share of success with group shirts on Etsy specifically, and they can absolutely change your entire business. Mm-hmm. You know, if you get one group order of 12 items, that can be your biggest sales day yet, and you only had to get 1 customer instead of 12 separate customers. And so if you want to really amplify your sales this holiday season, I would recommend getting into lots of different types of group shirts, but these simple Halloween costumes, there's a few listings on Etsy that just sell thousands and thousands every single year. So if you can, like Juna's talking about, be unique and come up with kind of a unique way to do it, a unique offering, you can definitely make some extra sales this holiday season. So moving into my next one, this one is Halloween plus pets or animals. Last year, this one was absolutely gigantic, which no surprise, people love animals, people love pets. This is really big for just regular sales, let alone really any Halloween or any holiday is really big with pets. Last year specifically, there was a ton of listings that sold really well with a sheet over a specific animal like a cow or a dog or a cat. And so I think if you can think of some unique ways to combine different animals that someone hasn't done that niche with yet, I think that would be really good. Or the one on the right, I have, it says Happy Halloweeny. So that's a really more specific. So it's like instead of just doing dogs, think about getting more specific with maybe different types of breeds or different specific animal types. So don't just do generic dog, generic cat. There's a lot of different types of animals that sell well on items on Etsy. So try and again be specific and add your own ideas to these and your own flair. And I think there's a lot of opportunity here.
Yeah, I agree. I think especially with pets and breeds, because people love to show off their, pets during Halloween or share that they love a certain breed, and because people are coming to the door, they can share that or go to parties and share that. And I think this is really, really smart, and I can do really well for Halloween for sure. This one is mine. I put this one in because I think tarot cards are something that can stand out. It's kind of a harder one to do. There's some templates and things like that that can help you do this, but because it's a little harder, I think you can get more sales from it just because you're standing out from people that don't want to touch this one, right? And tarot cards can be an evergreen thing too. It doesn't have to just be Halloween. It's Halloween kind of style, but I've seen tarot cards sell throughout the year because it has that aesthetic, that kind of goblin core aesthetic that's really popular.
Yeah, I actually do a monthly trend report in my course community every single month, and I shared tarot card designs a couple months ago that didn't have anything to do with the holiday because they've been selling well all year. So definitely cats out of the bag now. Tarot card designs are really, really fun. I think you can make these with some good Canva templates or Kittle templates, or with AI would be a really good option to help you make designs for these. And again, the more kind of unique you can be in making tarot card designs for niches that don't have them yet, I think the better off you'll be. So this one is my next one, and this is Halloween plus disco. So for the last 2 years, retro kind of style designs have been selling super, super well. I have kind of seen it in the last few months really transition into disco balls specifically being really popular. So that's been all summer. We've been seeing disco ball cherries or disco ball apples for teachers. And I don't think that that is going to stop anytime soon. So doing things like these designs, like disco ball pumpkins or disco ball other Halloween related items, I think are going to be really, really big. And so that's why I wanted to share this trend right here. Is the disco trend. So if you can find graphics, these both specifically I got from creativefabrica.com. If you don't use them just yet, it's an awesome graphics website where you can get your first 10 free downloads if you use my link down in the description. But you really pay, I think it's $50 a year they have on special right now for unlimited graphics and fonts. And I literally use them every single day in my business personally. And so if you haven't checked them out yet.
This is really cool. I didn't think about this one too. I'm so glad I've seen this one because it makes sense. Disco ball's round, and there's a lot of round things for Halloween. So I think that it's just a perfect matchup right now for this. So really cool. Thanks for sharing this.
Yeah, of course. See, that's why it's fun to collaborate because you have some that I didn't think of and vice versa. So it's great that you've got us both on here today. And if you're loving this tutorial so far and you're getting so many great ideas for designs to make in your own store, take a moment and type the word spooky down in the comments below.
This is one that I think can also be evergreen, but of course skeletons make sense for Halloween. But I'm doing not just Halloween skeletons, but skeletons doing different things. So in here, the skeletons just hanging out in the pool, relaxing, right? Kind of a summer skeleton, which is why it could still be used for summer. And this one has the skeleton hand with the gamer thing. It could be used for Halloween, but anybody that's a gamer will probably like this too for Christmas or using it whenever, right? It could be a great gift shirt or whatever. So I like having this one because it's Halloween idea, but used throughout the year. So evergreen.
Yeah, this one actually reminded me of something that sold really well last year, which was ghosts. For Christmas, people were doing a bunch of like Christmas ghosts. So it'd be like a bunch of little ghosts with Christmas hats on it. So there's some things from like Halloween that really can transcend just that holiday. And I think skeletons are for sure one of them. You'll see like dancing skeletons for a bunch of different shirts. And so I think that is a really good call out, that it doesn't even necessarily need to say anything about Halloween or really look like Halloween. It just kind of has that vibe. And I've been seeing a ton of those like just waiting for Halloween type designs selling well. So I think that was a really great. So this one I think is my last one, which is the Halloween plus bows trend. So this year, if you have not been on Etsy all day, every day, like I have been, you might not have noticed that the bows trend has been super popular. So it's called Coquette, but I think the word coquette could potentially be trademarked because it is a brand's name that is out there. So I wouldn't necessarily use the word coquette in your designs, but the basic thing you need to know is that bows are popular. So any way that you can tie them into your designs, that has been a really great seller in a ton of niches all year. That's actually something I like to do in general, is just see what kind of trends are popular throughout the year and then see how I can apply those same trends to holidays, especially if you can do that before other people do. That can really, really be where the money is. So there's a million ways you could go with this trend, but if you notice, the one on the right that has the 9 graphics kind of in a square looks really similar to the one I showed with the disco balls. So just as kind of like an added call out, that kind of layout with 2 different types of graphics set up like this is really popular, not just for Halloween, but just in general. I would definitely use that in your designs.
I'm glad that you're sharing multiple trends here. You got the nine square, I don't know what it's called, trend, but you got the 9 graphics there, and then the bows. I didn't even know about the bow thing. So that another one that I got to try. This is so cool. Yeah, I have ideas going in my head now, like, what can I put bows on? Can I put bows on a skeleton? Maybe that might work. I don't know. We'll see. That's pretty cool.
Give it a try. You never know.
This is my last one, Dia de los Muertos. So basically the skull idea, but like a fancy skull, right? Like you got, it's a skeleton usually, and then you got this, yeah, just nice. I think it's Mexican, Dia de los Muertos, but you can do it with a skull. It's called sugar skull. But you can also do the sugar skull idea on pets or different things. It doesn't have to be just that. It can be other things. So think about different animals that you could do skeletons with, or anything with a skeleton, really. And I think it could be really cool, especially it could stand out if you do it in a different style. So
yeah, I think great call out. I think you could really mix this style with a lot of different types of niches. You know, you could do just really specifically this niche, but if you use these types of graphics for other niches, like mix this with, say, professions, you know, and make that, like the one on the right with the dog, make it for like a vet, or, you know, something really specific. I think you could have a lot of fun with this design style. And I think I was wrong. I think I actually have one more. So that wasn't my last one earlier. So my last one is actually vintage Halloween. So this was really popular last year, where it's like these kind of vintage, old style looking Halloween designs. And I've been seeing some of them creep back in this year, and seeing what's like on the shelves at like Joann's and at home in some of these places. There are some like newer trends like the disco balls and like velvet type stuff being popular this year, but the vintage stuff really seems like it never goes out of style. And so I did want to show you 2 of these designs. These ones, again, I got off Creative Fabrica. I wouldn't post them as is because you have to have a hand in the design process per Etsy's terms of service. But you can take graphics like this and delete the words and add your own words or add different graphics together. And that's where Creative Fabrica can be really great to get kind of designs like that for, and different cool vintage graphics.
Yeah, that is cool. I love this vintage style. Like you said, I've seen it all over, and I think it never goes out of style. This is kind of timeless, and I think that's why it sells really well, because you know, if you buy something like this, you can use it next year and the year after, because it's not something that's just for right now. So yeah, love it. That's good. Really great.
So thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. I hope you're feeling so inspired to go make a ton of designs for Halloween after this video. And Juna, thank you again for joining me. I really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is awesome. perfect video for me too, because I think, like I said earlier, the Halloween is the one that speaks to me. I get the most sales out of, and I wanted to share that with you and your audience as well. So awesome.
I hope you guys make tons of money from this video for sure too. And I hope you guys go make lots of sales and come back and comment on this video and let us know how your Halloween season went. And don't forget that we are releasing a video on Juna's channel sharing us actually making designs and putting into action everything we talked about in today's video. And that is available right now. It released at the exact same time. So I'll link that down in the description. So definitely go check that out next. And thank you for staying all the way into the end. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.